I sent you this text, bro. Why sports players, and Slim, you can answer this question too. Chat, y'all champion. Why do sports players and entertainers get paid so much money, but our teachers, firefighters, and doctors get paid less? We wait in line for Beyonce, Kanye West tickets or Jordan shoes, but we will not take our kids to doctor visits or show up for a PTA meeting.
Who the hell got time for that?
You can. They have ways now where you can. They do FaceTime with your PTA meeting, so you don't have to travel there. And if you can make time, I just gonna say who got time for that. If you can make time for Beyonce and get your ass to a Kendrick Lamar,
it ain't entertaining.
So hold on. This go back to my thing earlier when we say. So you saying the entertainment is more important than shit that is really supposed to be important?
In America, yeah.
I don't even know how to what the reply to that shit. Like, why would that be more important?
What do you mean why it would be more important?
Why is entertainment? Because I'm saying, okay, why do I say that? Because
entertainment makes billions. No. School. What do you mean? The importance is a place where the money is.
That's the problem I'm trying to point out.
In America, boy, capitalism rules. This is what it is. I don't make up the rules. This is what it is.
No, you don't make up the rules, but you're not helping right now, bro.
I'm just telling you. You asked me a question, I gave you an answer. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you're not giving nothing to your answer. You just gave a place answer, but you're not giving nothing behind it. Because I feel like, yeah, it's entertainment. This could be entertainment. It could be, this is entertainment. Feel me? But it could be knowledgeable. It could be something that's very important. But then we go back to where we say we don't know certain stuff because we go to our entertainers. We go to certain things that don't have no meaning to it because it entertains us for a second. It frees our mind to it from what we're going to. Not saying it's wrong, but then we bullshit on the shit that's really important. Fuck entertainment when it comes down. You saying, okay, yeah, that's entertaining. But if a doctor stopped doctoring, if that's even fucking word, but if a doctor stopped practicing his practice, who the fuck gonna give you your medicine or say do your operations?
I think doctors should stop practicing medicine. They don't know what the fuck they doing anyway. But that's another topic for another conversation.
No, you ain't said the shit. No, I ain't got nothing to do. Say what you're saying. I didn't expect you to ever say that shit, but I want to hear. I just want to hear what you got to say on that.
Doctors should stop practicing medicine. They're not teaching you how to heal people no way. It's fact.
The doctors learn all their information from the European teachings of whatever schools and information books that they're given to. So are you saying that the information in those books is bullshit now?
Yeah, it's fact.
So what about this? So what do you feel like people should?
Dr. Otto Warburg, the man who discovered cancer.
Hold on, bro. I understand what you're saying, AJ, but the day an elementary school raised more money on a Friday night basketball game more than the Magic City Monday, then to pay the teachers more. You know what's so crazy? A lot of them teachers, I mean, what's so crazy is the same
teachers on the stripper pole. See how much money they can make.
I was just saying, or it's like this. But see, I think when you say that, Slim, I feel like a lot of shit, our priorities is in the wrong spot. Because we don't have to go to a fucking strip club.
Bro, hold on. Let's get something understood. Priority only matters to the person that it's prioritized to. So
I don't feel like that. I feel like a lot of people run away from their priorities too.
Well, we're not talking about people. We're talking about America. America is a business. So America is meant to make money.
PTA meals in the conference river. Hey, Slim, you out on that one though.
America is a business. America is here to make money. They don't give a damn about kids.
We're not. You know what's so crazy? You keep saying America. I ain't even fucking worried about America because, like you just said, we have the money and structural power to do for ourselves. So I ain't really worried about America. When I speak to my people and I speak to people that, you know what I mean? I don't really, but I see where you're going with this, but we don't have to, like, that's to me, it's like you saying, like, we depending on the government in a way still. I don't give a fuck what we have.
Let's not act like some people don't value education. Some black people value education. Everybody just don't disvalue education. That's not.
Like you just said a minute ago, we ain't talking about them people. Well, when I say we talking about black people, you said we ain't talking about them. We talking about America. We ain't talking about them people. We talking about people.
Well, I just brought it back down to the surface level where you was. You said you talking about speaking to the people. Why do they pay more for entertainment than them kids going to the doctor and stuff? And I just told you.
For entertainment, but buying shoes at Jordans is not entertainment.
Shit, to some people it is. Damn, boy, look at it. Some people it is.
As stupid as you just did that shit, as stupid as it sounds. And it's not to say to you, I'm just saying the mentality where
I know that's what it is.
But the mentality that we are in America, it goes back to like what I was saying about the movie. We prioritize certain things and we miss out on like messages. Then we complain about certain things. We'll go buy shit from Jordans, then don't have no money for we won't have no money for our bills. We'll go pay for a concert. We'll go to these NFL games. Then we're going to talk about, oh, damn, we'll go call somebody and say, I'm late on my rent. I'm late on my payment. We don't prioritize certain things. And then we be like, oh, it's entertainment. I just want entertainment. It'd be the bullshit. That's bullshit. Because it's a cap out. It's just, to me, it's just bullshit. Because, like, you can't, unless we're going to go back to the days where you sit your ass there and teach your kids, or you going to be like you gonna be that one that do everything with your kids and teach your kids certain things. You need these teachers, but if they not feeling value, they not feeling like their work being paid, and then all the shit's changed. Who motherfuckers gonna blame for certain shit?
Well, we should go back to teaching our own children.
That day happened. America will at least be 65. I mean, is that a bad thing though? I don't feel like that's a bad thing. Like, certain things that we go back to, I don't think it's bad all the way.
You said, what do you mean?
Because we always talk about if America do this certain ways, or if we like certain things change. I've always heard, I always hear people that black people were striving during the Jim Crow, right after, after slavery, during the Jim Crow. So when I say that, I'm not saying I wanted to go back to Jim Crow, but if we do a lot of things, if we go back to thinking that I gotta do this or do that and build for our own, maybe things would be a little different. My kids, I see, okay, right? If your kids see that you are an entrepreneur, right? Even if they go to school, their first value might be, in my mind, shit, my daddy, I've had my daughter come to me and tell me, Dad, I don't really want to go to college. I see how you do things, and so I'm more cool. Like, I see that. They see this. Instead of you just pushing school on your kids, and so like, you got to go to college. You got to do this. You got to go work a 9-to-5 job. You got to get a 401k. You got to do this. This is the same mentality that was passed on. When is it going to stop? Because as long as the same things keep going and going and going, things are only going to get worse, I feel. Because it's the only thing that's going to happen. The motherfuckers going to keep complaining, keep doing this, saying this and that. They don't have this and that. When is it going to stop? Because things ain't going to change and get better. So where do we find the end ground and try to get things better?
Yeah, you start with your own kind, your people, your household,
your family.
That's it. You start with your own people.
How would you start, if you mind me asking?
With the family that I'm trying to create. That's it.
When you go back to, when you say family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying, because when we say family, right, the black, and I think this was also in the movie too, the black family meant something back in those days. Nowadays, in our
family still means something.
To what race we speak? And
I'm not to the black family. Black family still means something.
Can I ask you something? how many? I'm not speaking on you because I know you're real close with y'all have a big. You not might be close. I don't want to speak for you, but I do know you go. You spend time with your family. How many people do you know go to family reunions? How many people do you know their actual like grandparents, great grandparents, know that side of their history on either side of the family?
Black people that live in the country, they do.
You can't change the world. You can only change your world.
It's a fact.
All right, let me ask y'all this. We say that, and they say that, Martin Luther King had an impact on the world, right? Do you agree to disagree on that?
He had an impact on the world.
Yeah. That's what's being said. I'm not saying
he didn't have an impact on the world. He had an impact on America.
Agreed. True. Great. We'll stay right there. We just talk about America. Did Malcolm X have an impact on America?
No.
Just on black people, you want to say?
No, he just had an impact on the people that he was around that followed him.
All right. So, who do you feel like had an impact on the world then? Nobody?
Mm-mm. Nobody had an impact on the world. You got to think. We talking about the world.
Well, let me slim it up then. Who do you feel like had an impact on America? I don't want to speak on the world because when you do, you're right. Because when you speak on the world, you speak.
America is the only place.
Yeah. You're right. I had to really let me rephrase that. You're right. But what you say, Slim? Yes and no, because what he did was still going to happen regardless. That's why black people don't mind linking with him.
Who are you talking about?
Who you talking about, bro? Because I don't know if that would have happened with or without him. Who you talking about? Because I also got to go back to Marcus Garvey too. That also had an impact. But can you just say it was in America at that point? Because you got to think about at that point of time when I'm speaking, the majority of people that was in America was a certain amount of like it wasn't as it wasn't as many ethnicity. Oh, MLK. He said MLK. So you believe that was gonna happen with MLK? You know what? I can kind of agree because they probably would have just got somebody else to do the work.
What was going to happen with MLK? Integration?
You have to